take the first step towards online privacy. Get NordVPN.
Thank you, everybody, and welcome to the monthly town hall for Conceal Network. We do these once a month, usually at the beginning of the month, and we have done them on Discord before, and we're doing it on Twitter Spaces. I am Crypto Rich. You can find me on bit.ly/Crypto Rich Odyssey, plus a few other channels, and Conceal.network. You can find out more about Conceal, should you wish to do so, and they are also members of the Blockchain Privacy Security and Adoption Alliance, along with Pirate Chain, Komodo, Dragon Chain, and a few other projects. Okay, I have with me some of the team from Conceal Network, Tegas, who takes care of development, CryptoX, one of the founders of Conceal Network, and Mr. Quibs, although he seems to have dropped off.
I am here.
He's here?
He's under the
Conceal Network host. I got it. Okay. All right. And what we're going to be covering in this call is giving you a monthly update about what's happened in the last month in terms of development and the growth of the project. And also we're going to be talking about the cloud incident where I think the cloud wallet was hacked and some of the funds have been recovered. And we're going to start with marketing update, and then we'll take questions and answers for that bit, and then we'll talk about the hack, and then we'll take questions and answers for that separately. So please do hold on. And actually, I don't know if there's any way that people who are here can retweet this to let others know before we get going that we've started this space. Don't know how you can do that. I'm going to retweet from here. I've retweeted myself. Okay, so let's start. So, Mr. Quibs, do you want to start with the monthly update? Let us know what's been accomplished in the last month.
Yes, definitely. So, regarding marketing, there's been a lot going on the past month. So to start off, we had the graphic design contest, which resulted in quite a few good entries, especially with infographics. There's actually also someone listening right now who participated during the event, so thank you, Oracle, for your participation. And also some of these people will be reached out to join the Conceal creative team to create more content, because some of the content was pretty good, so that's great. Yeah, also what was pretty interesting is that our hash rate has tripled since last month. So we've seen an influx of a lot of new miners joining the network. Of course, this has to do with the Ethereum merge. So lots of miners are switching to other proof of work coins, and Conceal benefited greatly from it. And also regarding that, the Conceal creative team released various articles regarding mining CCX. Miguel has written 2 articles, one about Conceal Network being a proof of work mining opportunity, and the other one about CNGPU, because of there was a bit of a misunderstanding in the community about CNGPU, about the mining algorithm. So definitely check those out. Let's see. Yeah, we got a new pair on Trade Ogre, which was pretty exciting. So we now have not only a CCX BTC pair, but we also have a USDT pairing on Trade Ogre. So if anyone wants to use that, it's there for you. We've been working on a lot of new promotional materials, so infographics, but also artwork and stuff. The Conceal creative team has been creating. Pool Party Notes has updated their merchandise for Conceal. It's a BPSA partner. You probably already know that, Rich. I don't know if you checked it out, but their merch looked pretty good. I was pleasantly surprised by it. So if you're looking for Conceal Network merch, you can go to their website and order some. We've been added to minerstat.com. And basically we upped the activity on our Twitter account, lots of tweets lately, also informational tweets, threads and stuff. Also actually gained quite a bit of new followers there. And last but not least, we had a interview with Contrarian Dude. He's a guy on YouTube. who makes privacy-related videos and crypto-related videos. So later this week, he will upload the interview with us, with the Conceal team. So definitely go check that one out. We will probably share it on our socials as well. So stay tuned for that.
Very good. Very good. Thank you. I have a few questions. One, pool party nodes. For people who don't know, what is it that they do exactly?
To my understanding, they just sell merchandise for BPSA projects.
Right. Okay. And we'll have the link to the website because I'll post this on my channel as well. This Twitter Space for people who've missed it, and I'll have the link below the video. And there was something else I wanted to ask you, which is about the hash rate. So Conceal Network is a proof of work coin. Does it use GPU miners? And have you had the influx because of the Ethereum merge?
Yeah, so you can mine Conceal with both GPU and CPUs, although it's not really created for CPUs, so best to go with GPUs. And yes, we have seen an influx of new miners that were, switching their mining rigs to other projects because they were not able to mine Ethereum anymore, of course. So I think, yeah, our hash rate was like one mega hash before, and now it's like 3, I believe. So yeah, it tripled.
Wow. So more people getting involved with Conceal Network through mining. Okay. Now I want to open it up to those that are listening. If any of you have any questions, anything you want to ask about marketing or the development, not the hack, because we will be coming to that, but any other questions that you might have.
I wonder, is there a chat function here, or do they have to request to talk?
They have to make a request, I think.
All right. And if they don't want to talk, they can also put their question in the Discord general chat or on the Telegram chat. They are linked, and I'm keeping an eye on them. So if you have a question you want to just write it, you can write it there in the community chat.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I'm also checking it.
Anybody?
Yes, me and Quips are having Discord open. So if anyone will post there, we will see it and answer. But for now, nobody asked anything yet. So
Okay, well, let's move on to the hack. And just, I think, Tagus, you're the one who's going to be talking about that. Before you go into the detail of what happened, do you just want to say when it happened and what was lost, and then we can go, and then you can tell us about this.
yes, so maybe to start with, we were completely transparent from the start, and we keep being completely transparent despite what maybe some people think. So we are disclosing now the complete details of everything that happened. The hack happened on 18th, I think, 18th of September. And the first we noticed it is when a user in Discord or Telegram, because he had some transactions going out of his wallet that he claimed he did not do. So of course we immediately checked what is happening, and we very quickly confirmed that something was wrong. So the first response was,
So, Tagus, excuse me, before you go any further with this. So this was from the web wallet.
No. So we have okay. Let's clarify. We have multiple. We had multiple wallets. We have desktop wallet, which we always advertised as the most secure one. Then we have client-side web wallet, which runs completely in your browser and is also very secure. And then we have the various cloud wallets. So mobile wallet, light wallet, and web cloud wallet are all tied to the cloud on the backend. And the cloud is a wallet that we are hosting on Amazon AWS. So this means we are the custodians of this wallet, and users still have their keys. They can export their keys. They can import their keys into other wallets we offer, but the actual wallet file was hosted by us. So this is important to notice. So this was basically a centralized service.
Okay, and then how much was taken?
So we know today that around 1.1 million CCX was stolen, and to this date, we recovered around, I think around 800,000 was recovered by us, and around 200,000, I think, was dumped to the market before we found the guy and confronted him. So quite a lot, and of course we felt really bad about it because these were users' funds. Funds from honest people, and as well as we are a community project. We are not a company, and this was really like we had all of us had this on our conscience, and we worked really hard to resolve it as fast as we could. So the cloud was shut down immediately. So we stopped any further damage right there, basically a few hours after we found out what happened. And then we went into the analysis phase, where we tried to find out what happened, because at first we were not even sure if this was a hack. We had to check all our logs. We had to check if it was a hack or if it was a bug. So this was the first thing to do. And these things take some time because, as we are a privacy project, so it's even harder to do any analysis because you cannot easily trace addresses or amounts that happen on Conceal network. So it's even harder, even for us, to do any proper analysis. And this took, I think, over a week. So we got a full picture of what exactly happened and how much exactly was stolen. And we also know all the addresses that were affected. So we know all the addresses, we know all the amounts, and this will make it a lot easier to refund our users.
Okay.
So this is the overall view. Okay, so this is not the details yet.
Sure. Okay. Would you want to take us into go back to what you were saying before?
Yes. Yes. So
you intervene.
So after 1 week, we were 100% sure at first that this was a hack. So we ruled out any bugs, and we found the address that funds were being siphoned to. So what the attacker did, he basically connected to our wallet RPC service and issued multiple transactions. So you can basically on CCX, you can say that you want to transfer, let's say, I don't know, 200,000 CCX to some address. And if you don't specify from which address you will take the funds, the wallet takes the funds from all the addresses that hold any funds until it reaches the desired amount, and it takes at random. There is no certain order to it. So it just takes from random addresses, and then it sends to the address you specified. So you need to understand that how we operated this wallet is not exactly like an exchange. So exchange has only one address, and then they have payment ID for each customer, and each customer sends funds to this wallet with correct payment ID, so the exchange knows to whom the funds belong to. We actually were having a more complex setup, so we basically still had one wallet file, but inside this wallet file we had multiple addresses. Each user had its own separate address and its own pair of public and private keys. So this meant users could at any time export the keys in case our cloud was down. They could just import the keys to desktop wallet and operate from there normally. So they were in complete control of their funds. And because we had multiple addresses, as I said, the attacker just said move 2,100 CCX to his address, and basically the wallet took from random addresses until it reached those 200,000 and sent to his address. And he did this multiple times. And as I said, the overall sum of stolen funds were 1.1 million. Now, at first, we thought that this was a very sophisticated attack because we had very good security set up on our cloud infrastructure. The developer that is taking care of all of this is experienced, and he knows what he's doing. So everything was tied down properly, and we were really shocked that somebody managed to break in and hack the funds out of our wallet. But then after we properly assessed the situation and realized how much was stolen, which addresses were affected, we also did the security audit of the whole thing. And what the security audit turned out was really, I would say, also shocking for all of us. So what happened is that because of an error on our cloud infrastructure, the wallet crashed, the server crashed, and after it restarted back up, the configuration file got corrupted, and as the firewall configuration file, and as a result of that, the whole wallet was basically exposed. The port where the wallet runs was exposed to the internet for I think like a couple of days. I think 5 or 6 days before somebody realized that we have basically wide open wallet to the internet, and that guy was the attacker, and he took advantage of it, you know. So it was not a sophisticated attack. Basically, anybody with a medium knowledge of how CryptoNote works or who can read the documentation could do that. So basically, he was just the first one to notice it. And of course, the correct thing would be for him to notify us, and we would surely pay him a big bounty. But he did not do that. He took advantage of it and took the funds. So what later happened is that we did, as I said, we analyzed all the transactions that went out from our wallets. We analyzed the payment IDs, and when we did all the cross analysis over all this, we were able to trace his email. And when we got his email, we immediately sent him an email and confronted him. We just basically said, look, it took a while. We found you. We said that it was not a nice thing to do, that he stole from a community project and so on. And the reply was also very shocking. We were not expecting him to give it up so easily, but he just replied that he was going to give it back anyway. I don't know now if he got scared because we found him, because once you have somebody's email, you can turn that to authorities and they can basically trace the guy. Or he was basically really having a guilty conscience because he stole from ordinary people from a community project. So he basically just sent us in the reply email, he just sent us, I think, 21 wallets where he had parts of the stolen fund. I mean, the wallets held all the funds that were not yet dumped on the market, but he spread the funds into 21 wallets. And that was it, basically. So we never replied to him again. He never contacted us again. We just quickly gained access to the wallet with the private keys he provided and moved the funds as fast as we could to our wallet. So the funds are now safe. And now, since we know the wallet's affected, we are preparing the reclamation form where users will be able to request back the funds they were stolen, and we will refund every one of them. So now, of course, the good thing is that we got back the majority of funds. What is missing, we will refund from our own project funds, because, as I said, we feel responsible. It was our mistake in the end, not users' mistake. So I think it's really fair for us to refund every last CCX that was stolen. The important thing is also that there will be no further dumping on the market, because the funds were either already dumped or we control them now. So I think this is basically what happened. I don't think I missed anything, but if anybody has any questions, feel free to ask. I will answer as good as I can. Maybe just to add also that this is also why people said, if he's such a good hacker, so why did he give it back so easily? So as I said, it was just a really stupid mistake on our part, basically a misconfiguration error. So it was not a sophisticated hack after all, it was just an exploit. That's it.
Okay, thank you, Tegas. I got a couple of questions, which is, what's going to happen to the cloud wallet now? Are you still going to be making that available for people? How secure?
Yeah, no. So we shut down the wallet already right after the incident. And we later enabled just the functionality of exporting your keys. so people are able to and enabling the two-factor authentication. So people can enable two-factor authentication, export their keys, and that's it. So no other functionalities. We'll keep it that way. We already had a lot of issues with our cloud wallets in the past. The whole technology is not really suited for such high amount of wallets that we were hosting. Also, the thing was becoming really, really expensive. I think we were like paying over $3,000 per year only on Amazon hosting services. And somebody always had to maintain it and sort out any issues, and this is not in the spirit of decentralization. So this hack only showed how important it is to have things decentralized, to go away from any centralized point of failures or custodian types of services. So what we will do, of course, now our Conceal app was very convenient to the users. That is also why users were holding so much funds on our cloud wallet, and we will not be just giving up this convenient Conceal app application, but we will go in the direction of expanding our client-side web wallet that, as I said, runs completely client-side in the browser, and we will basically port Conceal app with all the services and features over to the client-side web wallet. So you will still be able to conveniently use Conceal app, but it will all run inside your browser or inside your desktop application. So there will be no centralized points of failure where somebody can hack it or where something can go down and you cannot access your funds. So everything will be basically under your control.
Okay, and that functionality in the desktop wallet is available now?
The desktop wallet always had all the functionality. So basically in the desktop wallet, you can do everything. But in the Conceal app right now, as I said, Conceal app right now is limited only to exporting private keys. Nothing else works. Because Conceal app was using the cloud as a backend. And now the cloud is down and you can only export your keys and nothing else. Well, you can use the bridge, I think, and you can use the Conceal ID, but that's about it. Anything wallet related is shut down for now.
Right. Okay. Okay. Very good. Anything anybody else from the team wants to add?
I would like to add that is the final drop in the server-based services, and after a couple of meetings with the team, we agreed like to get back to roots, basically to our 4 pillars: the centralization that we have been working since the beginning, including like this unfortunate event happened like a little bit before launching more services on our decentralized web wallet. It's a service like we have been introducing in the last months and getting feedback from the community. And so this last incident just pushed things. So we're gonna try to focus our main power and talent on improving the web wallet and adding all the features the community is already used to see and to have in the other apps. And that's it. We're gonna focus now on only on decentralization, privacy, social inclusion, and censorship resistance. And we're gonna honor our 4 pillars, because at some point we decided like to try something more friendly for people to use, something where you don't need like to wait for synchronization of a couple of million blocks, that you can just plug and play. But all this experience with the cloud, all these issues we had, like user peaks at some point, every time like we are having a good moment, we have a spike in the number of new users, and the wallet, the system can go down. We keep increasing the hardware resources, and that is quite expensive. We are constantly under attack attempts by people scanning ports, trying denial of service attacks, trying to break passwords from the users. So it's too much too much hassle for what we are offering basically with a centralized service. So we decide from now on we're going to stop every centralized service we have. And fortunately, we have quite a few good services already totally decentralized, like our chain, like the cold stacking, encrypted messages over the blockchain, over our network, really end-to-end encrypted peer-to-peer. We even have an independent product that we launch like as a perk to our community, like mainly to be used with your close cycle of family and friends. It's a encrypted phone. You don't need phone number, email, nothing. You just have a key and you have end-to-end encrypted audio and video calls. So I think though, like the path is defined now. So we divert a little bit with these products like Conceal ID, with the cloud to make everyone's life easier, like to have CC available on their phones, on their tablets. But the truth is we need to get back to roots and we need to make our products and services stronger. And as decentralized as possible, censorship resistant, private and traceable, and that's it. And then we might reach like another an easier level of usage, like of a bigger audience, a bigger user base. Like when you have all these foundations really solid. And for now, we're gonna focus only on the new web wallet. It's totally decentralized, serverless. It can run on your only runs on your device, and we're gonna try to wrap it and port it to mobile later. And that's it. This experience like made our 4 pillars even stronger. So our aim definitely now is exclusively centralization, privacy, social inclusion, and censorship resistance. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to open it up to questions from people. I have a couple of questions and a comment. One is that this breakdown is a real opportunity because it's highlighted a weakness in the Conceal network ecosystem, which the team are now resolving and correcting, which bodes well for the future for Conceal network.
Yeah,
Please,
what I would like to add.
Let me just remind everyone that we don't have any problem in the network or in the blockchain. It's rock and solid as always. It has been rock and solid in the last 4 years and a half. It's the cloud wallet is like a third-party wallet. So the users still have their keys, but all the master, let's say, there is only one wallet file, and that wallet file is not on users' devices. To make the experience more friendly and more comfortable, we have like a cloud infrastructure dealing with the synchronization. So that wallet is always synchronized with the blockchain, but basically all the hard work is done for the cloud, and the cloud was hosting thousands of users of wallets. So let's say that using centralized services, that's definitely the conclusion we got from this experience, this unfortunate experience. But regarding our main blockchain, it was not affected. So everything is still rock and solid like usual. Thank you.
Yeah,
What I would like to add before anyone else,
yeah, I would just like to add.
is that, Vegas, hold on, please. What I would like to add is that regarding the circumstances, I think we got away pretty good here because we were able to do this damage control. And like people said, it was definitely a good wake-up call for us to stop any centralized services and get back to the roots. And also, of course, a benefit of this is that we don't have to spend all this time and resources anymore on the cloud, which results in more resources and time available to work on other things, such as the decentralization and the blockchain itself.
Very
I
good.
just wanted to add that this is very important, as 0x already mentioned. The chain was not hacked. The chain works fine. There is nothing wrong with it. This was just an exploit of our centralized service, and because of the misconfiguration in the firewall config file. So this is really important to understand.
Great, thank you. Okay, now let me open up the floor to questions. If anybody here who's listening has any questions about the hack, then I think you click on the request button, or you can put your question in the Discord group, and then one of the team will answer. And while we're waiting for any questions, just to remind people that if you do have Conceal Network, the ticker symbol is CCX. You can store it on a desktop and also Android and iOS. Am I correct there, Mr. Quibbs?
I'm sorry, I did not hear what you said.
Right. So I'm saying the CCX coin, if anybody has that, you can store that on Android and on iOS and on desktop wallet as well.
Well, the mobile wallet is currently out of use because it runs on the cloud. But you are able to make use of the web wallet that is client-side on both an iOS phone or an Android phone. And also the desktop wallet is, of course, a full node wallet, so also very safe.
Right. Okay.
The Android wallet will be back in a few days probably, but it will wrap this client-side web wallet, so it will not be the Conceal app that it used to be. That will come back later, but for now you will be able to run. But even today, you can run on iOS and Android you just need to visit the webwallet.conceal.network. Wallet.conceal.network, and basically it runs nicely as a progressive web app.
Yeah, exactly. You can add it to the home of your iPhone or Android phone, and it turns into app. So mobile users are still able to use a decentralized light wallet, our wallet at Conceal.network. So yeah, be our guest and try it. Any feedback will be welcome, because it's the most recent technology we have developed. So yeah, thank you.
Great, thank you. Thank you. Now, with regards to the hacker, were you able to identify who this person was such that you could report him to the authorities? Will you be doing that?
We haven't identified the attacker, like who is he, but we collected data that could identify him. So if we decide to prosecute him, we can get a warrant and then get his identity, but his identity is unknown at the moment. What he used for, we managed to cross data between our cloud and different third-party services and get his email, basically. And from there, Tegus told you already the story. On the first time we tried to approach him, he got back to us in a few hours, saying that he had plans to return the coins, and he just hand over. We proposed him to transfer to one of our wallets, but instead what he did, probably we like to not be traced or something. I don't know the reasons, but he provided us with 21 pairs of private keys to access the wallets where the coins were hidden. So we even didn't know the existence of those wallets, because online, when he detected a breach on the system, he managed to try to send coins to the same address. So we even didn't know that later he tried to mix the coins and he split between wallets. We don't know the reason. It could be like several different reasons, but that's the way he did it. So he ended those private keys, and we checked every single wallet. It was a process that took quite a lot of time, because we needed to synchronize all the wallets to check if they had any balance or not. And that was has been our focus, like to get to recover as much funds, community funds, as possible. and he as well shared with us the email that he was using on one exchange, second email that we didn't have, but we need still to analyze data and try to check if we can recover like those funds. They are like a minimal part. They are quite low compared with the 800 that we recovered already, but we presume you are talking around extra 100,000. So that will make things even better in terms of recovering the funds. And regarding the breach we had, it was after a crash that could have been probably been tried with the denial of service. The system tried auto reboot, but the firewall files have been corrupted. So part of the system files have been corrupted. We still are investigating how they got corrupted. And to make it worse, the person that was taking care of the security and cloud maintenance was unavailable on that weekend. Like usually is available most of the time. On that weekend he was traveling. So in a couple of hours, basically, we got 1 million coins stolen from the cloud. So we have learned the lesson. We would like to apologize to all the community. So of course, everyone was aware about the risks of using centralized services like wallets, exchanges, payment processors, whatever, payment gateways. But this was too much. So I think it was light. We saw the light. And we need to go full on in centralization, and that's it.
Very good. Thank you. Thank you. Do we have any questions from anybody? And you can make a request here on Twitter Spaces or post a message in the Discord group for Conceal Network. Nope. Okay. All right. Well, thank you very, very much for turning up for this Twitter Space. Thank you to the team, Mr. Quibs, CryptoX, Tegus, and Cryptada for making themselves available. Because one of the things that I think is really great about Conceal Network is that they do have these regular monthly updates, and they do be in communication or communicate regularly with the community. Now, if you're interested in buying some CCX yourself, a good place to start is Trade Ogre. And of course, this is also a coin that pays interest because you can lock it in an interest savings account run by CCX, and you can find out more about that on the website conceal.network. Guys, thank you. You can find this video on CryptoRich Odyssey, bit.ly/CryptoRich Odyssey, and it'll be up in a few days or so. All right, guys. Thank you, everybody. All the best. Bye-bye.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Rich.
Thank you.
Okay, well, that's it, right?
That's it. I'll see you in Discord in a moment, Mr. Quibs.
Sweet. All right, I hope to see everyone in next month's meeting, guys. Thank you all for attending.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.